Welcome to the NYC Youth Sports Podcast Show. I'm your host, Coach Uncle Milk. We got producer Joe in here, and we got a special guest in the studio. We've been waiting for a long time. We got Ralph Draper, Championship Row.
What's up, Ralph? What's good?
Ralph is in New York City in Studio A. We glad to have him, man, and everything.
Happy to be here, man. Happy to be here.
And we get ready to get it on, man. We had a good weekend at the King of New York. Youth football, man. We did youth football history, man. We had 3 leagues. One from the Big Apple, UTL, and Metro North playing this tournament up here.
And Central New York.
And it was lovely. It's coming together. Our vision of bringing youth football together in New York State, in New York City, and all the counties and everything is coming to reality. It's going to happen. All this is leading up to the road to the state championship of youth football in the state of New York. How we feel this weekend, the love that we got from the upstate teams was marvelous, y'all. It was beautiful. It was a beautiful field in Syracuse, a beautiful tournament. You know, we had the beautiful games. Everything was good. But listen, man, let me say this before I get into the King of New York. You know, there's teams that came up, pulled up. They pulled up and they played. They pulled up and they played. And I say, and if you don't know, now you know them. You know, if you don't know them teams, now you're going to know them teams. There's talent and there's teams in New York City. You ain't got to go out of state to those tournaments. They could come here. Our grass is green. We got letters on the field. We got numbers and things. We got hash marks. We got goal posts. You know what I'm saying? We got good air. You know what I'm saying? We showed it. You know? It's the same thing. We got fans. We got good food. What's the difference? What is the difference? It's here in New York.
Exactly.
Stop talking about I'm going out and let them come here. Why are you going all the way out there? Let them come here. The competition is here. Here in New York City. Here in New York State. Shout out to the teams. Shout out to the teams who showed up. Even if they didn't have a successful tournament. We giving a shout out to the Buffalo kids. They showed up. The big Brooklyn BU showed up. RMG Elite showed up. Queens Avengers showed up. Salt City Renegades showed up. And the big boys, the king of Brooklyn, the Chiefs showed up and had a marvelous game, man. But the deal is this. They know what they got. If they didn't know what they have, now they know. They know to go back to the drawing board and change up this and change up that and get ready for the state. Get ready for their season. It was not about who won and how they won or who lost and how they lost. It's about you showing up to a New York event. You didn't have to go nowhere. You showed up and you stayed here and played these beautiful competitive games. You know? Maybe the challenge is this. You know? Teams stepped up to the challenge. It's about youth football in New York City coming together, north, south, east, west, New York for New York. And we know there are good teams in the north. We know that right now. We was up there talking to those teams and say, listen, this team's in the south of New York. You know what I'm saying? We don't know what it's going to be. But we know if you show up and let us see what it's going to be. I mean, don't be afraid to do that. You know, but the Buffalo, Rochester, Syracuse, Poughkeepsie, King of New York.
Flower City.
Brooklyn.
Get the Flower City.
Poughkeepsie. Rochester. I got them up here. Rochester. You know, it's designed of bringing us together. The King of New York is designed bringing teams together and playing together into the road to the state championship, where everybody play for the title of the state. That's how it is, man. And we're gonna have some people on. Coach Rome from Grade 8 Elite, Coach Moore from Flower City Panthers, Coach David from Poughkeepsie Pioneers. They're coming up. We had a young kid coming. Man, this kid, his name is Legacy.
Legacy.
This kid had. Let me tell you
That's
something.
the name
man.
his mama gave him.
I'm gonna tell you what I did when he come on. This kid has got to be the best 10U kid in the state, the whole state of New York City, including the cities and counties. And if you don't believe me, ask the coaches who saw this kid play. Who saw this kid play. Don't take Uncle Milt's word for it.
Right.
Go ask the chief coach about Legacy. You know what I'm saying? Go ask Flower. Go ask
Grade 8 Elite.
Word Day Elite. No. Yeah.
Grade 8.
Great. Yeah. That coach from that 10U coach.
Yeah, man. Let's not get him started. Watch him gonna call in on us.
What was his name? The 10U coach from
I forgot his name. Roma remind us when we get on.
Yeah, from
Grade 8.
Grade 8 from Grade 8 Elite. He was ridiculous. He
That's a passionate coach over there, boy. I tell you.
Legacy got him for 5 the first game.
Their first game was.
He picked 3 off the ground and scored. Listen, this dude is.
It was 28-0 the first game.
Yeah, he picked 3 off the ground. Right, one was called back for holding, and he did it the next play. Picked it up from the ground and ran it for a touchdown. This kid is amazing.
Amazing.
Man. I'm not even going to say what he did in the Chief game till we get to the scores. No, listen, call me up, man. You think I'm lying, man. You know, Uncle Milt ain't lying, man. I saw the best 10U kid in the state. For real. You know what I'm saying? This kid did everything, you know? But getting back at it, we here in the studio. We was live in Syracuse. Now I'm back home in my comfortable chair. I can look at myself and the monitors and get my bearings and everything right, man. I feel good at home. We're gonna have these coaches come in on a Zoom. You know, we just waiting for them to end practice and all that other stuff and get settled. You know, those who want to call up and ask us about what's going on, it's 718-873-2017. That's 718-873-2017. Phone lines is open, and you can call up these coaches and talk about it. I'm gonna take a quick minute. It was some chatter on Facebook.
Chit chat.
I told you I scroll up and down, so I see it, and then we got eyes in those secret society groups. They don't let us in. Those one that block us from being in there. Them haters. You know they hating, man. You know what I'm saying? We trying to bring something together and you trying to take it apart. You hating. If you don't pull up, shut up. Stop trying to find fault in it. It's a wave that's going to just blow you away. It's going to take you out to nowhere now. You know what I'm saying? You can't stop the wave. The wave is going to happen. We're going to bring youth football together in New York City, regardless if you on board or not. We got our hands open for you. Come on board. But if you ain't got to say you got to kiss something. You ain't got to kiss nothing. You just got to pull up.
You just got to click on the link.
You just click on the link and sign up and you good. You ain't got to call Ralph. You ain't got to call me. You ain't got to call Joe to ask us nothing. We got stuff online. Click on it and show up. Empire State is the next one. Show up. Don't worry about how many teams in it or not. You know what I'm saying? We'll let you know at the end if we're going to do it. We'll let you know. Sign up first. When you sign up, then you can talk.
And then you get all the information once you sign up. You wouldn't have to ask nothing.
But if you don't sign up, shut up. Shut up. Nobody interested in hearing from you. If it ain't about bringing us together, and say, yo, we don't mind. We pull up and we'll play you. We'll pull up and we play you. And then the season, you in the season when the leagues have their business, you do their business and that's it. You know? Who's calling? Hold on a second. I gotta take this call. Hello, I'm on the air. What's up?
Hey, I don't see the link in my
Yeah, okay. That's Taylor?
No, it's my email is TaylorSierra85@gmail.com.
Yeah, we're gonna send it again. TALY.
No,
T.
TAY.
Oh, TAY. I spelled it wrong. My bad.
TAYLOR.
TAYLOR, right?
CIERRA.
I got you. We coming up.
All right.
We'll call you when it come on about 8:30. All right?
All right.
All right, mama. All right. Yeah, we keep trying to get that Zoom. That was my bad. Trying to get that Zoom thing up and get that going. When I just lost a thought, I had a roll right now. Yeah, so you know, it's about you're not gonna stop the wave. It's gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? We doing it on a smaller level now. It's only gonna get bigger, and when we get to the state, it's gonna be really bigger. You know what I'm saying? So you know, like I'm gonna say some little things on what we gonna do for how we gonna select teams for the state later on in the show. Ralph is gonna come with the new rankings and everything, and he had little changes in them. You know, and that's how it's gonna be. You know, we not excluding anybody. You don't have to ask us anything. There's a link in there. You just sign up, and then everything is on the page that you need to know. And if there's any other questions or whatever, you text us or text Ralph or whatever. He explain to you. Everything is there. You don't have to feel that you kissing anything of us. Nothing. We don't even have to talk.
Right, that's for sure. You just come play and line up.
Just come line up and play. You know? Yeah. He said he's waiting for a sound. 8 o'clock, 8:30. 8:30, brother. 8:30. 8:30 for you. You know, that's it, man. You know? I told him 8:30. He's waiting at 8:30. Yeah, so, you know, the people waiting to get in, but we know we running a show. So, you know, we, you know. Yeah, 8:30. We let you in 8:30. All right. So that's the thing, you know. Is we want this to run smooth. We want everybody to be welcome. We ain't turning no kids away. You know what I'm saying? It's about seeing who's who. It's about seeing who's who and making New York just like if it's down south. Oh, 8:30, bro. 8:30, not 8:15. I said, no, 8:30. This is who? This is Moore. Yeah. 8:30, Coach Moore, 8:30. You know, so it's what it is, you know? It's what it is. You know? So it's like, you know, what we trying to do here is like I said, I'm not trying to say I'm Mr. U football. Ralph ain't trying to say he's Mr. U
Not
football.
at all.
He's trying to say, okay, listen, this is an event that we want everybody to take advantage of. Everybody that's welcome, that's qualified to come and sign up and go. You don't need to talk. If you don't like me, okay, you don't have to talk to me. You don't have to do anything,
but play the game.
Yeah. But please keep your comments to yourself, because if you're not pulling up, you should really shut up. If you pulling up, then you can talk, but you can't talk, have a comment, and you're not going to anticipate
right, you ain't
anyway.
even play.
You're not even going to anticipate anyway. That's a player hater. That's a hater. Yo, you going like, yo, why are you worried about that? You're not getting it in anyway. Yeah, but you see, they.
But I beat that team 5 years ago, so they trash.
Yeah, come on, stop with all that. Stop with all that, man. You know, it's ridiculous. You know, but we got some people waiting in the group. We want to bring them on at 8:30 after the break. You know, so we're going to be talking about what went on real quick. We're gonna just say the scores real quick from this week. And just like I said, it was just work. Teams that don't know what they got now, they know. They pulled up. They played. The kids played hard. Like anything else, it's got to be a winner and it's got to be a loser. That doesn't mean that you're going to be a loser all the time or a winner all the time. You know, the way the ball was bounced is the way it happened. So we started off the first day, the 30th. You know, we had the first game, which was it's them Flower City Panthers from Rochester. They came in with that stud Legacy Taylor. That's his name. That's the name his mama gave him. Came in with that stud, and it was grade 8 elite 10U, 24 to 28. I got 24. You saw 28? 28. Mm-hmm. And I was commentating again. I was taking the scores down. 28 zip. Second game, Queens Avenger. It was a good game.
That was a great game. This
Queens Avenger game was freaking good. It came down to the last second. And let me tell you something, man, with Tia, her name,
Kia?
Coach Kia and their coaching staff, they coach fundamental football. They only had about 14, 15 kids. And they was dominating in the
little kids at that.
Yeah, and especially number 4.
Littlest one on the team.
Yeah, somebody told me he was 6, and I was like, nah, this kid don't play, because his handoff clock was superb. Mm-hmm. His in
where they fall back, the pass.
What?
Bananas at that age.
And they came down. They had a good first and second quarter. Buffalo Kid came back, you know, but they fell short. They fell short. And it came down to the last, the last drive, the last second, and the last down. And the kid went into the touchdown and with his hands out. Those videos is out there. You know, those who got videos, please put it in our group. Please put it in our new what's our new state? New State of New York group.
Yeah, New York State Youth Sports Group.
Yeah, New York State Sports Group. Or we don't bar nobody. It's open, but it's not to the public, because we're trying to just get New York events to advertise in it. Just New York events. I mean, we get in
regardless the event is going on in New York, regardless the organization. Yeah. It's for everybody in the state.
Yeah, because we get inundated with a whole bunch of out-of-state stuff, and I'm not going nowhere. I'm looking at it's nice, but it's in Alabama, Texas. I ain't going there, man. You know. So we built what is it, Ralph? The
NYC State Youth Sports Group.
Yeah, you just ask permission. We don't turn you down. We don't lock you out. We don't discard you. Anybody can go in there. The haters can go in there too.
All right, you're welcome to come on in.
You're welcome. And put the haters. You gonna go in there too and say it. You don't have to say it in your secret group. You know what I'm saying? You can go in there and you can say whatever you want to say. I don't really say nothing online. I just look at them. You know, the third game was RMG Elite against the Buffalo Kids at 10U, and that was 25 to zip. That game, RG Elite did their thing. You know, they came down. You know, and it was just a lot of teams that did. It was a lot of teams that just couldn't even get off the top right away or get started, maybe because it was a Friday game or whatever. Fourth game was Poughkeepsie Pioneers, Buffalo Kids 13-0. That's at 11U division. You know, it was some chatter about it was one 11U team, two 11U teams. Why didn't you pull up? It would have been more if you would pull up. Right. You didn't want to pull up. Shut up. Stop talking about stuff and you're not going to pull up. Listen, for real. Ralph could have took out-of-state teams. He could have took jerseys. He could have took Jersey teams and Connecticut. I asked them to keep it New York for New York. And your suckers didn't even pull up, but y'all got a nerve to say something about the 11U division. Where's the 11U division in New York? Where are they? Shut up. Don't talk about something. You don't talk about something if you're not gonna pull up. Don't give the excuses and stuff. Yes, it was 2. And shout out to those guys that pulled up.
Exactly. Those are the 2 that chose to come out.
Yep.
That didn't run from competition. They said who. They ain't even asked me who was coming. They just clicked on the link.
Yep. They clicked on it and showed up.
They ain't get mad. Oh, it's only 2. They ain't get mad about it. They said, yo, whoever it is, we want to line up with them, regardless.
Yep. Fifth game was BU 9U team against Salt City Renegades. Our host. That beautiful field. We can shout out to those coaches, team parents, volunteers. You made me feel like I was home, man. Thank you very much from the bottom. I couldn't even spend a dime over there. And I
no matter how hard you tried, you couldn't do it.
No matter how hard I tried, they couldn't take no money from me. And I'm like, nah, we here to support. No, thank you. No, we thank you for bringing us in and making us feel home. They had a game. 26-zip, 9U game. It was victorious Salt City Renegades. The 6 games was BU, the Battle of Brooklyn.
The Battle of Brooklyn
of the Brooklyn Chiefs against the BU 10U team. And it was what it was, man. And 28-zip. And Brooklyn Chiefs is the king of Brooklyn.
King of Brooklyn.
For now. They king of Brooklyn for now.
They got that year bragging rights.
Yeah, for now, you never know what's going to happen at the state.
Right.
These guys that, they fell short, that don't mean just go back, go back to the woodshed. Nah, we got to do something, man. We got to change this position. We got to work hard and come back. You'll come back. This is just what it is. It's the preseason. I know it's new. Some kids, padded up for the first time, hitting and everything, but it is what it is. And we thank you for pulling up.
You got to respect the Brooklyn Chiefs organization and BU organization because that game could have happened in their backyard.
It could have.
They didn't have to go to Syracuse for for the Battle of Brooklyn to happen.
Yeah, we got hats off for them. Hats off for them.
Hats off to them. They pulled up. They said, you know what? We're going to go to the King of New York to have the first annual Battle of Brooklyn.
I'll be honest with you. I'm talking Uncle Milk, gonna be honest. I'm surprised that game went on because I was like, for real?
See?
They gonna play?
Certain people understand the vision and they like what's going on.
Uncle Milk ain't have faith in that. Cause these New York teams, they I don't know, man.
But
they got a whole lot of talking. And ain't these New York City teams.
But you gotta look at it. Just the one that came on from jump and said he wanted that to happen.
Shout out to King Just from the big Brooklyn Chiefs.
Once they came on,
yeah,
I reached out to Adam and Smitty and they're like, yo, what up? Let's make it happen. They gave me their word. That's all you could take.
I'm surprised that BU answered the call.
Yo, they haven't steered me wrong yet, man. Shout out to BU. UTL.
Shout out to BU, man, because they stepped up. They said, yo, we gonna do it, and that's it. Thank you. I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you. Ralph told me, and I was like, what, for real? And they showed up, man. So shout out to them, man. And it's not over. They just got the little bragging rights. They gotta kind of like rub their wounds a little bit. They be back.
Yeah, shout out to that lady from the Chiefs. I forgot her name. The chicken lady.
Yeah.
Shout out to the chicken lady over there at the Chiefs. I forgot her name.
She owed me some chicken. Thank you for streaming it. We're going to get our stuff together for our streaming.
Definitely. I reached out to so many people out there in Syracuse. Nobody showed up, man.
We really going to get down with that. We get ready to go to the commercial break. Not right now. Give us a minute. We're going to take you into, we're going to come back with Flower City Coach Moore. And Miss Taylor, the stud kid, Legacy Taylor. That's his name, y'all. That ain't I keep saying it. That's his name.
That's the name his mama gave him.
That's on his birth certificate, Legacy. So we're gonna go to commercial break and we're gonna come back with Coach Moore, Miss Taylor, and Legacy. The stud kid out of Rochester, New York, from Flower City.
Flower City Panthers.
community fundraiser. Each of us helps one of us. Think of a community hit with an epidemic that created financial devastation, massive unemployment, housing problems, and food shortages. To help the community to weather the tough times ahead, we must pull our resources together and create a cycle of funding. A one-time resource is help required. Each of us helps one of us. With this continuously cycle of support, we'll relieve the burden off of you, the individual, with the help from the community. To join our community, email us at eachofushelpsoneofus@gmail.com. Leave your name and date of birth, and we'll send you the instruction video.
To create a perfect student athlete, you must enhance these attributes: mind, body, and soul. In other words, education, fitness, and nutrition must be a part of your life. And it starts right here at the New York City Youth Sports Initiative.
Here's 5 ways to support NYC Youth Sports Podcast Show. 1. Push the subscribe button, like it, and leave a comment. 2. Donation. What you can. It will be appreciated. 3. Promote what you're doing or your kid's achievement in youth sports with our $10 on-the-screen ad spot. $10 per show or $30 a month. 4. Share this podcast show with others on social media. 5. Buy our show's apparel on Amazon.com. Thank you for your participation.
NYC Youth Sports, we back. We got this all the way from Rochester, New York. We got Coach Moore. They the king of New York at the 10U division.
No matter how you feel about it, you can't stop them.
The Flower City Panthers, and they stud all year, all whatever you can put this kid. You put him at the quarterback, he gonna stud out. You put him running back, he gonna stud out.
Put him on defense, he's catching the interception.
He's starting out. You know, Coach Moore from the Flower City Panthers, welcome in to the NYC Youth Sports Show. How you doing, Coach? We got it. Okay.
Coach?
No, yeah, there you go. He's here? All right, Coach.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I got to stop looking at this monitor. He's doing his thing. I'm like, yo, we got him. Yeah, Coach, so how you doing, man?
I'm chilling, man. We just got done with practicing.
Okay.
For this regular season.
All right. When your season starts?
Our first game, August 29th versus Webster Wildcats. Man, it's gonna get ugly.
Okay, I mean that's beautiful, man. So let's talk about this weekend, man. Y'all guys came in first day. Y'all came in on the first day and spanked grade 8 elite 10U team 28-0, and then we got introduced to your stud all around player legacy. You know.
He was the best kept secret, man. That's all it was. We just had to get him out there. He's the best kept secret.
Yeah, man. I mean, when you started coaching that kid this year, or when did these,
Can't hear you.
When did you start coaching that kid?
This actually my first year coaching him. But we was gonna do something during the pandemic.
Yeah.
But everything gonna fell away. But this was actually my first year coaching him.
Okay. Yeah. So
Shit, y'all doing a great job with him, boy. I can tell you that, man.
So
Yeah.
I mean,
Salute his mom, man. Salute his mom for all that.
So tell us about the other players on the team too. I know you was telling me about you got a couple of players.
I got Right now, I got the number one. I mean, we gonna start off. You gotta start off with the big dog. I got the number one player in New York. You gotta shout him out, Legacy.
Definitely,
Yeah, definitely. You got my second emotion on that.
Right.
I got the number one corner, Terrell Moore Jr. I got the number one middle linebacker, Mike Sean White. I got the number one defensive end, Yamir, number 2. And I got another defensive tackle, CJ. He's an animal. It's studs all around the field, man. It's studs all around the field.
Yeah, and you play with pause, man, because I was there on the mic too, and your parents and your fans. Oh, Legacy is here.
Legacy in the building.
And Miss Taylor next to him.
Yes.
All right. And this young man right here, when I first put eyes on him on the first game, I was on the mic. And I put eyes on him, and he ran for a little touchdown. I said, all right, man, whatever, you got the kid. But this kid picked up the ball. It was a missed snap, and he picked up the ball and ran for another touchdown. I was like, whoa, wait a minute, who's this kid? And they would say, Legacy, because I was messing with the parents on the sideline. Shout out to Flower City parents that was in the stands. This Uncle Milt on the mic. And I was like, Legacy? His mama named him Legacy? Yes!
Oh, no, they don't mess around, man.
I said, yes. Come on, y'all. We get these kid nicknames and things. I'm like, nah. He said, no, it's Legacy. And then, my Uncle Milk be forgetting names and stuff. I said, what is his name? Legacy. I said, no. So the kid picked up another off the ground. Fumble? No, it wasn't even a fumble. It was a missed snap.
Oh.
And he picked it up, and he went, and it was a flag. It was a flag on the play. So they had to bring it back, took 5 yards off of it, and he did it again. Picked it up for the carpet, and when I said, wait a minute, hold up. This ain't no fluke now. Who this kid? So he had like what, 5 touchdowns that game? Mm-hmm. I think he had 5 touchdowns.
Yeah, I made a mistake. I said he had 10 total.
No, I ain't. Listen, I gotta build it up, bro. Let me build it up. I gotta build it up. We gotta build it up, though, because listen, man. Listen, when we see talent like that, when we don't listen, the kid. If you see the kid face, he's a young kid. He don't even look menacing. You know what I'm saying? When he put that equipment on with that back plate. That's how I was recognizing him.
That's a whole different kid.
He had that back plate on, and I say number 7. I was like, oh, sweat. And at the end of the day, but that's not even finished. That wasn't finished. It wasn't even finished. The next day, that's when I got on board. I really was like, yo, look, this kid. And I called y'all up. I called you up that Friday. And I did a little interview, which I don't have the footage of it because I thought I was filming, but I wasn't. So I'm glad I got y'all. Glad I got y'all in the studio. And the next day was with the Buffalo kid, and I see what this kid do. I was like, yo, it's ridiculous. He had touchdowns called back. Mm-hmm. Called back.
And went back out and did it again.
And I'm like, wait a minute. Wait a minute. This kid, like, second day he had a few touchdowns. You know what I'm saying? And then the last day, that's when he really, really did his thing. Now, I ain't talking about touchdowns. I'm talking about because Brooklyn Chiefs got fast backs. Mm-hmm. And they shoot and they block inside very well. So when you see their kids shoot past the linebacker into the safety, ain't nobody catching them. I see this number 7 catching them. I said, wait, who's this kid?
He ain't give up. He turned them jets on and tracked them down, boy.
Yeah, he tracked 2 of them down. Tackle and an interception and 3 touchdowns. I said, oh man, you kidding me?
He said, they say don't stop till the whistle blown, so he ran until he got the kid, man.
Yeah. So here it is, Mr. Legacy. I have to call him Mr. Legacy,
Mr.
all around
Legacy.
player Taylor.
Number 7.
How you doing?
MVP number 1. Can you in the state?
In the state. Now, you can pull up, man. How you doing, man?
Good. How about you?
How you doing in school?
Good.
Yeah, you gotta do better in school. You gotta do better in school because let's say this before I say that. You know, you want to play high school football?
Yeah.
You know where it starts?
Huh?
Grades. You know, you got the work ethic, you got the drive to be there, but you got to get the grades. If you get the grades up, they have to have the same drive. Your grades and education and your drive on the field got to be the same way. Because I don't like to tell kids this early that they're going to be in the NFL or whatever. I'm saying to you right now, you are good enough with more experience to be on a good high school team. And from there it's up to you. But it starts in the class. Remember that. You know, remember that.
He's number one on the youth level. When you get older, you surely keep pushing. You'll be number one on the high school level too, man.
Yeah. So how you feel, man, when you play football? Tell me how you feel when you play football.
When I play football, it's the thing that I love about football. And when I run the ball, I just like getting the ball. Or when my teammates get the ball, I like blocking for them.
Yeah.
And,
Go ahead.
And when I play safety, I want to play linebacker too and safety. But I said to be in safety because that's the good part of defense in the line. So I said back the same safety.
He was at safety?
Yeah,
He's an athlete, man. He plays everywhere.
I seen him down in the linebacker position, safety.
He play everywhere, man.
He played.
That's an athlete, man.
I didn't know he was at safety. I thought you was a linebacker.
Safety, linebacker, quarterback, offensive lineman.
He came up
everything, man.
He was making most of the tackles. He came up in the box. He did what he was supposed to do. You did what a safety's supposed to do: come up in the box and get busy. Yeah. So listen, man. You know, I don't know if this is past your bedtime, but stay focused. Let me highlight your mother for a minute. You know, stay focused. This is Miss Taylor. You know,
hello. How you doing today?
This is the young man's mother. She also a coach on the team, you know, of the Flower City Panthers, and you know she's a very, very nice woman. What she do, and you know, I mean, I want to ask you this: what was on your mind when 10 years ago when you came out and you named them Legacy?
I told you before I started in all my boys. So my boys' name is Life, Legend, Legacy, and Royalty.
That's what's up.
What is all your boys' names? Say it again.
Life, Legend, Legacy, and Royalty.
And Royalty?
Yeah, nice.
Wow.
That's nice.
Wow.
She know they destined for greatness with those names.
And they all gonna live up to it.
Oh yes.
They all gonna live up to it because your energy, Mom, your energy is like really, really, really good, and it you know, it comes off, and you got your kids. They respectful. You know what I'm saying? I was watching your kid like when you not around, very respectful kid and everything. So you know you raising them right, and you know. And you got one there. I don't know the other three, but you got one there. We gonna be seeing this young man do, you know, doing some things in the youth football, high school football ranks, you know, world.
And your name is out there, Legacy. Everybody's hearing about you on that next level, man.
Yeah. Right.
We surely spreading the word, making sure everybody that's doing everything, not just New York rankings, national rankings. Everybody, man. Everybody's is hearing that name Legacy, man. Believe that.
Yeah. They coming to the Empire State.
I'm not. I think Coach got something.
Coach, you coming to the Empire State?
Nah, man. We ain't going there.
Okay. All right. But we still want to see you though. We gonna see you in the state. Hopeful.
Oh no, you ain't gotta worry about that. We gonna be there.
Yeah. Okay. We gonna see you in the state.
When the smoke cleared, Flower City Panthers gonna be there. That's
All right.
it.
Okay. All right, man. We want to thank you for your time. We want to thank you, Miss Taylor. Legacy, we going to see you. You know what I'm saying? We're going to be looking at your games this year, you know, this season. Coach is going to provide us with the highlights and stuff. And we going to follow you, man. We going to follow you. You know, because you do the kid rankings and things. And then I got people looking at them nationally too, you know. And they're looking for somebody in New York, you know, a kid like this. And I'll be honest with you, man. You know, it'll be some people out there talking about, yo, Uncle Milt, you exaggerating. No, just watch the tape.
Right. If you don't want to watch the tape, then reach out to the coach and play him. Find out for yourself.
Listen. They say hype is fake, though.
Yeah,
That ain't nothing about that young man is fake, man.
Listen,
You gotta figure it out.
go call up the coach from Buffalo Kids. They want to be honest. Go call up. No, serious. Go call up. You know.
The 10U coach from grade 8.
Yeah, call him up.
Holla at the coach from the Chiefs. He'll tell you.
Yeah. Call up the chief coach. Call up Malik and them. They'll tell you.
I just want to say one more thing, man.
Yeah.
We want all the smoke. Just people stop ducking us. We want people to stop ducking us. That's it.
Yeah. I mean, this is what we want. We want competition. We want competitive in football. We like the back and forth talk. If you talking, pull up. But don't talk and don't pull up. Don't talk and make excuses not to pull up. Because it sounds like they don't like the word ducking. But that's what you're doing. You shouldn't say nothing if you ain't going to pull up. Don't say anything. Don't say anything about it, period. Well, you can't tell me not to say anything. No, pull up and then you can talk. If you pull up, you can talk. That's it, right?
They call us, we line it up, man. Tell us stop ducking us. Best in you in New York State.
Yo, that's it, man. So thank you, man, for allowing us, man, coming to the tournament. We're going to see you at the state. We're going to follow you, Coach. Please give us the information, you know, the video, Miss Taylor. Feed us with the video of the legacy and stuff. We're going to follow him. And we got something for him in the state. All right?
Thank you.
All right, thank you.
All right, Coach. All right, Legacy.
Thank you.
All right, Legacy Mom.
Yeah, man.
Miss Taylor.
Go, Miss Taylor. You got anything to say before we go? You got something to say, Miss Taylor?
For me?
Yes.
I'm just very proud of him. He worked hard.
Yeah.
You know, we do a lot of sand running. I've been working him out since he was 3 years old.
Okay.
And, his older brother played football. I knew it was something that he wanted to do. At 5 years old, he was watching full football games. He knew what penalties was. So I didn't push him for no position. I just trained him the best way I could.
Okay.
And I just started getting better at it. So
okay.
You're doing a great job with him. Keep it the good work,
man.
Yeah, see.
But just like I said, man, education. Make sure that same passion goes into education.
That's
You
right.
need it. It's called student athlete for a reason, and you know the sky will open up with you. If you get that education right, the sky will open up. Like I had a kid. I know a kid that he could catch the rain out the sky, and he's average. He went to high school, and the high school coach was telling me the story about the recruiter showed up and asked about the kid, and he was like, yo, what's his grade average? And he was like, 65. And he turned around. He said, can you still talk to me? He said, no, I can't even look at him. Very important, man.
Right.
Very important.
I've been homeschooling him for a while, but I'm definitely thinking about putting him in regular school.
Yeah.
Because I have been homeschooling him for the last 5 years.
Yeah.
So it's time for him to take that flight.
Yeah, because the deal is, like, I'm gonna say this and then I'm gonna cut you guys loose. This is really true. Coaches can make him better, but they can't make him go to class.
That's right.
They can't make him do his homework. They can't make him do, the stuff to pass the classes. That energy gotta come from him.
Hold up, wait. Just one more thing, man. It's Big Dog birthday tomorrow too, though.
Who? It's Legacy's birthday?
Yeah.
Oh man!
Definitely happy early birthday, Legacy. Happy early birthday.
Happy birthday, man. What size shirt you wear, man? I'm gonna send you a shirt, a podcast shirt.
The other size shirt, 12T, 12T, 12.
A 12.
Right,
What is that?
Small.
It's what? 12. It's 12, right? 12 kid size 12.
A kid size 12 or small.
Or small. Oh, small here. Okay, I got it. I got something for you. Mom, you can text me the address and I'll send it in the mail. Happy birthday, Legacy.
Happy birthday, Legacy.
All right. And we going to the break right now. We're going to come back. We're going to get another coach in. And here we go, man. NYC Youth Sports. We'll be right back.
All right, thanks.
Thanks, Mom.
A community fundraiser. Each of us helps one of us. Think of a community hit with an epidemic that created financial devastation, massive unemployment, housing problems, and food shortages. To help the community to weather the tough times ahead, we must pull our resources together and create a cycle of funding. A one-time resource is help required. Each of us helps one of us with this continuously cycle of support. We'll relieve the burden off of you, the individual, with the help from the community. To join our community, email us at eachofushelpsoneofus@gmail.com. Leave your name and date of birth, and we'll send you the instruction video.
To create a perfect student athlete, you must enhance these attributes: mind, body, and soul. In other words, education, fitness, and nutrition must be a part of your life. And it starts right here at the New York City Youth Sports Initiative.
Here's 5 ways to support NYC Youth Sports Podcast Show. 1. Push the subscribe button, like it, and leave a comment. 2. Donation. What you can. It will be appreciated. 3. Promote what you're doing or your kid's achievement in youth sports with our $10 on-the-screen ad spot. $10 per show or $30 a month. 4. Share this podcast show with others on social media. 5. Buy our show's apparel on Amazon.com. Thank you for your participation.
NYC Youth Sports Podcast, we back. Coach Uncle Milk, producer Joe, and Ralph Draper's in the studio in the building. D1 and Championship Road Podcast, he's in the building. Yeah, we're going to go right here from the King of New York, day 2, which was Saturday the 30th. We started off with the game, grade 8. This team comes in on Saturday, this non-U team from Buffalo called Grade 8 Elite. And they played Brooklyn United, BU, the first game of the day. And they came in like gangbusters, man. They came in 35 zip. And that team was all over the place, scoring and everything, you know. They score in bunches, man.
That's for sure.
They score in bunches, man. It's like a basketball team. And second game was Flower City against Buffalo Kids at 10U. It was 32 zip. Legacy put on a couple of more touchdowns in that game, you know. He was just, you know, that's when he really was like, you know, and I was messing with their parents because I didn't want to say 0. I kept saying like, well, say Johnson, well, at the request of the Flower City Panthers parents 0. I didn't think it was like, come on, we ain't gonna rub it in and stuff, you know. I gotta announce the game, but we ain't rubbing it in. Come on, you know. Third grade, grade 8 elite. No, excuse me. Let me go back. This team lost. Grade 8 elite lost because this coach was really rubbing us, man. You know, the deal was he lost to
Flower City on Friday.
On Friday, zipped. His team was flat and everything. He's in the booth with us saying that he's politicking for a third game. Mm-hmm. And we guaranteed 2 games. And it's a win and go home thing. And he's politicking. And he looks at me and said, I said, you don't even know who you're going to play from BU and the Chiefs. Nah, we gonna spank them. I was like, we gonna spank them and we gonna spank the next game. I said, you only got 2 games.
Right.
And he's talking to Ralph. He's talking to me. Ralph is waving me like, and he's talking to me. And he's talking to everybody that, you know, other coaches that's come up there looking like they was something. And he was trying to, shout out. I don't even know his name, man. But shout him out anyway. He did come out and do his thing. He came out. And the kids look different.
And he suckered me into it. I was gonna give him that last game on Sunday, but the rain ain't want it to happen.
Yeah, so it happened. So he came out. We got introduced to this team I'm talking about. Coach Rome.
Oh, Rome.
From grade A elite non-U. This is a good coach. Mm-hmm. Good brother, man. Good coach. We had good conversation, everything. And he introduced me to his super team. And let me explain something about this grade A elite. Because Ralph's wife, they did the registration. Every kid is legit. Every kid had IDs. Every kid was what they were supposed to be. So they was legit to play at 9U. And they came out. And I think he got maybe 30 kids? Mm-hmm. A little 30 kids.
And they're not even big though. He don't even got, they're not big kids.
They fast as hell.
They fast though.
And they can tackle. And they came out and put 54 points up. And this is the first time I saw. I said, this is ridiculous. It was kind of over in the second second quarter, to be honest with you. They had 30 already. And, it was just ridiculous. I'm like, damn. And I said, so they were like, they ready. I'm like, ready, let's see. Now they came back and had a game 6 where they played a team and did it again. And you got the score because I
33-0. They played Buffalo kids.
I got sick of watching it. I kind of left when it was 34. I was on my feet all day, hungry. I was like, I'm going back to the hotel, lay down. I left it at 34. What it was?
That's what it was. 34-0.
No, he said it was. No, he said Rome said it was 50 something
for that game too.
Yeah, I said, where did I see all that? Because I left. He said Rome said it was 50 something. I was like, man, I stopped counting at 30. At 35, 34, I was like, oh, my records say 34. Rose said, nah, it was 50-something. I was like, all right, man, I don't know. I got to ask Ralph. Ralph, it was 34?
That's what I got.
Yeah, that's what I got, too. I don't know. Me talking about that was game 6. So they played 2 games.
In one day.
And
that's just because they signed up late. Yeah. After they had the previous obligations that they were going to go to down in Atlanta, Savannah.
Yeah.
But, for whatever reason, they chose to come this way.
And Ralph accommodated them.
Exactly. And a lot of people saying, oh, they had the easy way. And I did. I didn't want to go in and start moving schedules around. All these parents, all these coaches, everybody had the times and everything set. Yeah. So with that situation, I was in the lose-lose regardless. I put them where they are. They don't, but Rome didn't complain.
Listen, they played 2 games
in one day. No other team had to do that.
No other team didn't do that, and they didn't complain about it. Now, if they would have lost and complained, I'm like, get out of here. This is the way it is. You was late, whatever.
But Rome knew he wasn't losing to nobody in New York.
Game 4 was a good game, and I'm gonna tell you this. Shout out to Kia from the Queens Avengers. They came out with 14 kids, and Salt City. Shout out to those coaches. They got about 30-something kids, man. Mm-hmm. The coach was yelling offense, and 5 other kids came on the field. Defense, and Kia had their same kids, 2 or 3 kids on the sideline. So, listen, man, I'm going to tell you right now, she may not like this, but y'all better watch out for Kia's team.
That's for sure.
When they get a couple of more kids, they're gonna be something.
Yep.
They're gonna be something.
Because just by her having those younger kids on that team and dominating the way they doing it,
and the way
they doing something different over there.
And the way they coaching them, because they can run the ball. They was doing something. They was going off track a little bit with the throwing and everything. They got one completion, and then some stuff was getting kind of crazy. Maybe it was an interception or whatever, and she went right back to the running game.
Yep.
And I was saying because we had a sideline. It was like we call it the cursed sideline because the teams that played on the sideline at that time, only one team scored was Buffalo Kids. Non-U scored against the Avengers. Everybody zipped up on that side. They zipped up, and it was like crazy, And it was 27-7, and it was a good game. It was a good game, and we seen a lot. And then the big bad Chiefs comes out. The big bad Chiefs comes out with their running game and they inside blocking and everything and set them two runners loose. You know what I'm saying? 28-6 RMG Elite out of where they out of
Rochester.
Rochester Origin Elite out of Rochester, and the big bad Chiefs did their thing 28-6. The last game, like I told you, was that non-U. They played 2 games, and he said it was 58. Ralph, I say 34. Ralph said 34. So we was watching. So that put them at almost 80 points for that day. It put them like almost 80 points for that day. And we waiting for the Poughkeepsie. He's in. Yeah, let's bring him in, man. The Poughkeepsie coach, non-U Poughkeepsie Pioneers. They are the king of New York at the 11U division.
Regardless how you feel about it.
Regardless how you feel about it. If it was 2 teams, you should have pulled up. So if you didn't pull up, shut up. And we not saying that because we invite everybody. How many long we was advertising this?
Months.
Ever since January, we was advertising this. Go back and look at our shows. We were saying the king of New York in July. And we had this stuff up. You could have pulled up. So, those who's talking about it was just 2 11U teams.
And they felt, if we don't pull up, it ain't going to happen. They're going to have to cancel the event. Try again. There's too much football going on in the state.
No, it's too much showing love. Here you go. This is Coach. How you doing, Coach?
And you?
All right, Coach David from the Peekskill.
Coach Dave was
Poughkeepsie.
good.
Not Peekskill, pardon me. Poughkeepsie.
Poughkeepsie Pioneers.
The king of New York at 11U. How you doing, Coach Dave?
I'm feeling good, man. I'm doing all right. And yourself?
All right. How was practice today? You had practice?
Nah, we took today off. We had practice yesterday.
Okay, all right. So that's good. We caught you in a day off day. That's beautiful. So when you play out of the Metro North. Shout out to Nate Adams, Ray Rice, and them guys.
And Chico.
And Chico from the Rochester. New Rochelle.
Yeah,
New Rochelle Equinox.
Yeah, New Rochelle Equinox. Shout out to Chico. So when your season starts, Coach, and when it gets like
I think the first game start like the second week or first week of September.
Okay.
So we just got in the training camp because actual fall practices started July 31st or August 2nd, my fault.
Okay.
Which is Monday. Yep. So we ready to rock.
Yeah.
We got to tidy up some things and then get right for the regular season.
Yeah.
So how many people been blowing up your inbox since King of New York, man?
Everybody, but like I tell people all the time, like what you see from the outside is different from when you got to step on the field with them.
Exactly.
I've been down this road 100 times, bro, and always came out on top. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, we lost games before. In the past 5 years, I only lost 4 games. You know what I'm saying? But, everybody, they watch the game and then they think they can critique us, and then when they step foot out there, it's a total different ball game.
Yeah. So you don't mind playing other teams in New York City, county, upstate, whatever. You don't mind. You don't. You open.
Because you got to be willing to lose to even win.
Yeah, say that again, Coach, because some people don't understand that.
It's just a fact. You got to be willing to lose to win. Like any given Sunday, like I tell people all the time, like there could be a team I'll put up 40, 50 points against, and then there could be a team that, it's a close game, and they might have lost to the team that I put up the 40 on. You know what I'm saying? It's any given Sunday, It's just like, the kids got to come prepared, the coaching staff got to be prepared, and the parents too.
Yeah, it's like a saying I'm saying on the show from now on. You still gotta play the game. You can talk all you want, but you still gotta play the game. End of the day.
Failure is the best lesson in life, man.
Yeah.
So it's like, you lose a game, you just know what you gotta work on for next week.
Mm-hmm. And we want to thank you for coming upstate and pulling up and seeing what you got. Just like I said, you don't know, now you know. We know about the Poughkeepsie Pioneers. We know them now. You know what I'm saying? And that's the thing. The people knows we saying it right now on the air. So the people who don't know them, now you know them. Hopefully you support the state championship. Do you, Coach?
Yeah, of course.
All right. I hope we see you in the state.
Ain't nobody knocking them out, man.
Yeah,
they got to line up. Ain't nobody lining up against them. Everybody want to scrimmage, man. They don't want a game with them.
Nah, scrimmages is practice. Why are we talking about that on the show? We don't talk about scrimmages. Scrimmages is practice. Scrimmages is not a game at all. I don't care how nobody stop telling the parents that a scrimmage is a game. Stop acting like it's a game. Scrimmages is a live practice against another team.
They've been saying it from jump, man. Pull up, man.
Like Iverson said, practice. We talking about practice. Talking about playing. It's preseason. You should be ready to play games. Huh?
Anytime a team lose, man, they always got an excuse. I had 8 starters away, and the quarterback is sick. Like, whoever you show up with, they got to show up.
That's it, man.
If I lose, everybody knows. Anybody that played against me, if I've ever lost a game to, congratulate the kids. Yeah. Good job. They did a good job, because in reality, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, I coach my team, but we all here for these kids.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
The thing is that, I want to put it out there, because when the league do its business, Metro North do their business, y'all play teams in Metro North, and you play for your games and your schedule, and you get your Super Bowl. Your playoffs and Super Bowl. That's that thing. That's the thing. When there's no business and we still looking for work, me and Ralph, we don't part of no league. We don't have an organization. We just want to put on events and show the talent of what's going on in New York. We want teams to come up here to New York to play us. You know what I'm saying? We want to organize the teams here to play each other, so we can see this year who's who. Now we know to show up and cheer for that team. We see their kids. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, it's youth football.
Yeah.
You gotta be a fan of the game. And you gotta love the kids first.
Definitely.
Then you love the colors. Then you love the Pioneers colors, BU colors, Chiefs colors, Grade A Elite colors. You know what I'm saying? Buffalo Kid colors, Flower City colors. But it's the first thing is the game. I want to go to. I saw a good youth football program this weekend. Mm-hmm. I was introduced to Coach David and the Pioneers, to Coach Moore and Flower City, Coach Rome and Grade A Elite, the coach from the Buffalo Kids. We was introduced to that. So now we become day fans. You know what I'm saying? So when I go pull up to a game, I want to see Legacy do his thing, because I'm a youth football fan. And I love the game, and I love the kids. This is what I'm saying. Put all that to the side. It shouldn't be no talking. I'm pulling up, Coach.
That's it.
I'm pulling up, Coach Dave. Where you gonna be at? And then when we play and line up at the 50, is love. It's love. You know what I'm saying? And that's my vision. And anybody got a problem with that, call me up. Call me up. The phone number right there. Tell me something different. Tell me something different.
They choose where they play, man. That's one thing I learned doing this.
You know?
And especially if you can help it, they like to pick and choose. Like,
I don't know why. I still don't
Because
understand.
when people that pick and choose, it's a narrative behind it.
You know, I think it's a selfish thing. It has nothing to do with kids.
I know that's filling egos.
Nothing to do with kids.
Me, my whole theory is, man, it's just like
I
play
told
better teams so the kids get better. You know what I'm saying? Like, in reality, it's just like football in other states is so intense. You know, they don't think people in New York can play football to begin with, and it's just like we can't keep running from games, man. Like, yo, let's make it happen. Especially if I can help it.
Yeah.
I'm definitely playing with anybody. You know, there's a couple teams that we definitely got on our list that we definitely want to play.
Yeah. But the thing is this, like, I'm gonna have an open. I'm gonna put it out there right now. Me and Joe's working on a round table of an open form of talking about why is this nostalgia out of state. New York is something too. We got green grass and fields with lines in it and goalposts and lights too. We're not saying that we don't, let them come up here. We got hotels.
And that's what it is. A lot of down south teams won't come up north because
why?
Because New York teams are okay with traveling. They rather go down south than to go to Syracuse or to go to Poughkeepsie.
Let me tell you something. A coach told me down in Florida that they dying to come up here.
They gotta have a reason.
We got Broadway. We got the Statue of Liberty. You know what I'm saying? We got the World Trade, the new one.
But why wait? They looking at it. Well, we ain't gonna waste our parents' money if they willing to come to us.
Yeah,
so we gonna stay here
and say I want to bring. Come on, man, bring that revenue here, man, too. I'm not putting you down with you going, but yo, they can come here. What's wrong? What we don't have, they don't have.
They're gonna say talent. We got talent.
We got talent.
We got talent.
A
lot of kids from New York, even when they get to college, they're going to D1 colleges. D1 colleges are picking up New York players.
Yeah, but I mean, all that's a myth.
So we got to stop saying New York don't have talent when New York could compete on any level once they leave New York. So that shows New York has talent.
It's a basketball state. Come on, stop with that nonsense. At the youth football level, I don't know about the high school. We don't follow high school and whatever. At the youth football level, it's talent. We just gotta put it out there.
People gotta be willing to travel.
Yeah, we gotta have an independent platform to say, hey, we putting the talent out there. We getting the teams together who's not afraid to pull up, who's not just talking and play. It could have been more 9U's. It could have been more 10U's.
I definitely could have loaded it up.
You could have loaded up with out-of-state teams, but what the difference is that? That ain't a New York for New York.
Exactly. I'm trying to show the people that New York has talent. We have them teams that's coming down there to play. That's not the top in New York. Yeah. Those are just people that don't want to compete with the top in New York.
You running out of state and play them hideaway games that we don't see the results on and everything. And you know what I'm saying? I'm not even breaking my neck to get the results. Because you call certain people, they don't pick their phone up. Yo, how you did over there? We didn't have the quarterback. What's the score, man? I ain't interested in all that. What's the score? All right? How do you do? Yeah, we lost, we won. So what? I ain't listening to all of that. Because it's preseason.
They don't want to sacrifice, man. They don't want to compromise. Like I was telling people before, I said, yo, they complain about the D1 Nation rankings, but they don't pull up. And then it's just like they don't want to attend events because things don't go the way they wanted to. Like if I'm not the event planner, I gotta abide by everything that you guys are putting out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's just it. And let the talent show on the field.
And that's what it is. There's no hidden agendas. There's no fine print. Yeah. You pull up, you play the game, you win, you win. You lose. It's football.
That's it. It's nowhere the coach from grade 8 Elite 10, he was really lobbying And I told him, I said, how are we going to overlook the teams that won 2 games? How do we take out the Chiefs? How do we take out the
Flower City?
Tell me how to do that. Yeah, okay, I understand BU and Buffalo Kid didn't have a great weekend. Okay, and you just won 1 game. But you didn't have a great game, and that's the way it is. You know,
it's all about lining up at the end of the day. Regardless the outcome, just line up.
This, and I'm glad he came. And I'm not putting down his energy. He was lobbying for his team.
For sure.
He was working hard. He was working hard for his team. But I know sometimes you gotta accept the outcome. And sometimes people understand when you talk any given day, any given game, it can happen. He act like he never was on 0 before. It happened. Well, introduce yourself to 0 today.
Right.
That's it. You know how to act. And that's the way it is. You got to be able to take a 0 before you could take a 50. Before you put 40 up on somebody. You had 0 one time. Everybody had it.
Right.
I've been on teams that had 0. I don't like it, but hey, it
happens.
Guys, we got to work. Start early. I don't even want to have no huddle at the end. They be on the knee. I didn't want to do that. Yo, I see y'all practice Monday. Especially when your team didn't give the effort. Your team didn't give the effort, so you gotta like doing that. So, yo, Coach, man, we ain't gonna hold you up, man. We gonna see you in the state. Good luck with your season. Please give us the information of your games, your highlights, so we can put it on a championship road show. And
I think they pulling up the Empire. Y'all pulling up to Empire State, right?
We want to, but now we might run into an issue with the AYF rules, so we're trying to see if we good.
All right. Well, keep me posted on that.
Well, hold on. If your season starts, right? You go to Florida? You go to regional? Huh? Huh? You go to regionals, right? Now, listen. I'm gonna put it out there because there's a lot of politics when it comes to this. When it comes to this regional and national stuff, thinking that we interfering with their product, we not.
Yeah.
The teams are paying you to host games. Don't get it twisted. Don't think you can pass stuff down to hinder the teams from supporting other things. You know what I'm saying? Because that be the reason. Like, this is off season. On season starts in September. That's when I understand you got all those rules. But this is off season.
Nah, I agree with you. We ready for anything.
Yeah, this is off season. I don't want nobody getting twisted about like a league or nationals can say something to you, because a lot of people don't go. A lot of teams don't go to Florida or regionals. They don't leave the state. Only less than 10% teams go down there. They don't care nothing about who coming from New York. They filling up with other states.
Yeah.
So that might be coming for somebody local singing that. I don't think any national cares about. I'm not saying you a team they don't care about, but they got the whole country coming.
You see, me, I don't know how those leagues do it. Every league my kid's been a part of has been independent leagues.
I've been watching them, and less than 10% of teams in New York State, city, and county go to Florida or regional. Let's keep it real. They don't go in large numbers. Only a few. Do they want more teams to go? Yes, but you got to figure out how you're going to take care of them financially, because that's the real cost.
Yeah, for sure. I've been down that road.
It costs a lot of money, a lot of fundraising to get your whole team down there around Christmas and anything and all that. We having a tournament, and you could be in your bed the same night. No hotel room, no outside food, everything. You know what I'm saying? So we strategically doing this in between, in the mean, and in between. So I don't want to hear the politics about the league or the what's the name, we waiting, you know what I'm saying? You pay them to do something. So yes, I believe in when it's time that they do their business, we shouldn't do nothing. We should support them 100%. But in that gray area, it has nothing to do with you. That's what I'm saying. So we can still coexist, you know, and we make sure that. We make sure that we stay out that we stay within that gray area, and Empire State is right there before the season. Really, it should be like a preseason type of thing. Mm-hmm. That you come and get that preseason work in a live game and stuff, you know, and things like that. So, hey, with that said, so thanks, Coach.
Yeah,
Coach Dave.
We definitely want to pull up. Like I said, I'm just waiting for the go.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That shit is only right around the corner, so drive and come back the same day.
Yeah, you be in your bed the same day. Your parents will be in the bed the same day. It's on Long Island. It's in Uniondale. You know, come on. It's just same thing if you was going to some jamboree practice or whatever. You getting real games and referees, and you get to work out the plays that you looking at and getting to work out players that, you know what I'm saying? That's all it's about, you know? And then you want your team to be competitive too, because in the season you bring that energy over to the season. You know what I'm saying? So that's what it is. And okay, it's okay. It's a little bragging rights. Ain't nothing new to that. Use that as a coaching tool. Use the ranking as a coaching tool.
Right. Let the kids see the ranking. Let the kids see it.
Use that. Like, yeah, man, Ralph got us wrong, man. Ralph has got us 3. Y'all think y'all at 3, y'all? No, we ain't 3. Let's show Ralph that we not at 3. Use it. Don't use it. Don't hide it from them and talk about it. Use it as a coaching tool. Because it ain't for the coaches. It's for the kids.
Yeah.
The rankings ain't for the coaches. You're not out there blocking and tackling and nothing. It's the kids. You know? That's the way it is. I use it as coaching. When it was like a guy that had a Facebook, he was doing national rankings for the whole country. It was an Army guy or something. You know, coach put me on to him. And we was ranked 13. I said, yo, we ranked 13 in the nation. I ain't questioning. I was surprised. We on the list.
National drinking's stopping soon too. Get ready for that. I don't know where everybody in New York placing that yet.
Yeah.
But national rankings dropping soon.
So we gonna go to the commercial right now. Wrap up, pay some bills, and wrap up. Thank you, Coach David.
Good look on nice article in the paper too. I seen that. Good look on that, man. Y'all did y'all thing up there.
We're just happy you guys gave us that opportunity to come up there. You know what I'm saying? I know teams backed out, but it was still a good vibe for the kids.
Yeah.
So we appreciate it.
Appreciate the support, man.
Appreciate you. I'm definitely keep in touch with you about that event next week, because we definitely want to pull up. Win, lose, or draw. We don't care. We want to smoke with everybody.
There you go.
That's it. That's what we want to. That's what we want to hear. That's what we want to hear.
Gotta stop dodging us too, man.
Yeah. Well, they come around. They start, the numbers starting to drill them. You know, when they start kicking you out they group and stuff. You know they really.
That means you're making an impact.
You know they really trying to drum up their base when there's no base. You even got people in their group talking about they wrong. You know what I'm saying? Listen, man. You be aboard or not, that's it, man. It's up to you. Our hands and arms open for all teams. Just like I said, if you don't like us, just put your team in and go to the line and the link, and you ain't got to talk to us.
Right.
You ain't got to feel like you got to kiss our rings and shit. Nah, come on, we ain't like that, man. They know we ain't like that. You know, who are them? We're nobody. I'm nobody.
I'll be sitting in the press box, man. You don't got to talk to me.
Yeah, I'm nobody, and Ralph Draper is a carpetbagger.
Right.
It's what it is, man. It's what it is, man. You know? All right, Coach Dave, man. Thanks you for showing up, man. We're going to go to the break. Come back to the break. Wrap it up. Ralph Draper's going to come out with the rankings, and I'm going to talk to you about the state a little bit, about the criteria on how we choosing teams for the state championship that's coming up in November, the end of November. All right, let's go to the break. We're back, NYC Sports. Producer Joe, Ralph Draper's in the building. Ralph Draper's in the building. They said, Ralph, don't come to New York. Ralph is in New York. He's in the studio in the building. Listen, Ralph, let's talk real quick about this Titletown Awards. I ain't like, he got me used to the name, man. But
there you go.
The name I had was Fly. The name I had was a fly name. We talking about we can't use it. But it was really fly, man. It was really good, you know. So Titletown Awards, let's talk about that a little bit on it because it was a nice little commercial you had there. When you think when you gonna think this gonna be we be able to see that like maybe end of the season?
Yeah, definitely. It's going to be after the end of the season. We want everybody to end their season, end their nationals. Yeah. And after the nationals, they got all the all-star games. Yeah. Everybody goes. So I want to end all of that first. Yeah. Yeah. Once we're done with all of that, then we're going to come with the Titletown Awards. You know. Yeah. We want to reward the kids for everything they're doing, coming to all these different events that we're doing, having a successful season with their leagues, going down to nationals, doing what they're doing, succeeding in the state championships. This is all around. We want to reward the kids. So, and that's what we're doing with the Titletown. Titletown, you know, me and my boys started Titletown. It was an apparel company. You know, something we brought it up because the town we lived in, Roosevelt, was called Titletown with the amount of championships we used to win. You know, that's where the name came from, Titletown Awards. So we thought about, you know, what better way but to bring that name and put it out there into the community. Yeah. So we just want to reward these kids, man. Again, we're going to have Player of the Year, Team of the Year, Organization of the Year, Leagues of the Year. Even though a lot of leagues don't like me, it doesn't matter. You don't have to like me. I will still recognize when I see leagues doing stuff good. Yeah. Doesn't matter to me. None of this stuff is personal. Yeah. All of this is just about bridging the gap of youth sports in New York and just putting the kids in the forefront of it. Yeah. Man.
It's going to be Team Mom.
Team Mom of the Year, Team Mom or Dad of the Year,
Coach of the Year,
Coach of the Year,
Team Parent or whatever.
Exactly.
It's my favorite. It's going to be concessions.
Concession of the year.
You know, favorite concessions of the year. You know,
we're going to do
those organizations. So when I pull up, y'all better give me your plate.
Milk's the judge, so you got to taste.
When I pull up, y'all better feed me, cause we got something the best concession, and I ain't talking about no Franks and hamburgers. I'm talking about how BU be putting it down, how the Chiefs be putting it down. You know, Salt City had a nice little concession too. Nice little concession.
They had the works over there.
They had the works over there. I ain't talking about no Franks and hot dogs and stuff. You can always cook that.
Right.
I'm talking about.
They had some nachos with some jalapenos and stuff on it, man.
Burning people's mouths.
Right.
Yeah, so, that'd be good, Ralph. We're going to do that, man. I just didn't like the name, but hey, it's coming to me, man. It's coming to me.
It's just something different that I like doing, man. And I get a lot of the ideas and stuff for the stuff I'm doing from my own kids. Yeah. Because my son has been a national championship. He's been number one. He's been nominees for running back of the year. My kids did all this stuff already. Now they want to pass that stuff down. My son was at the game the other day when we was just in Syracuse saying like, "Oh, I remember I used to do this." You know, they like seeing this kind of stuff, man. And I just want to be able to give back the same way everybody's giving.
And it only happens because you put the information out there.
Exactly.
Parents, send us your games, send us your kids.
Because this has nothing to do. Coaches can't save this one, man. This is recognition of the kids.
Send us the kids. Send us the kids that's doing well in school. Put it.
Oh, that's another one. The academic award. That's another one that we coming with.
Yeah, put it on the new state of the NY State, right?
NY State Sports
Group page on Facebook. It just asked us to join it. If you're in New York, this is just for a New York thing. If you're in New York, we encourage those in New York to join this page. So when events and things going on in New York, when kids is when you highlight some kids so people can know about their achievement, put it on our Facebook site, NY Sports. What is it again, Ralph?
NY State Sports Group.
Yeah, NY State Sports Group. Everyone is invited. If you're in New York, it's a private page. You just join and we will accept you. As long as you're from New York. Getting to the last game of the tournament, Salt City played that non-U Great A Elite, and it was these dudes put up about. I don't know what happened to the coach from Grade A. He's supposed to come through, but we get ready to get out of here. We catch him another day. Very nice guy, Coach Rome from Grade A Elite, and Salt City Renegades. Their coaches out there. You know names, right? The coach out there, Salt City.
Coach Justin.
And them guys, they was very nice and everything. They came out and they came out with everybody. They had everybody in their organization on the stand. And they came out and the kids played, but that Grade A Elite non-U, I don't know, man. I don't know.
That's a different team, man. Them boys have been playing national football. They started out last year. They went down. They started beating up everybody. They got the invite to the Generation Next national championship. They went down. They didn't win it out, but they ended up fourth in the nation. So hats off to them for that.
Yeah.
But that's the only team in everybody knows Generation Next, D1 Nation, AYFL. AYF, Pop One, everybody knows all these people. Everybody knows Generation Next goes on another level. But what Grade 8 did, man, it was the only New York team to ever do that. So hats off to them.
And I'm going to say this, and I'm not saying this no more. All those kids are legit.
Definitely.
Every last one of them had IDs. Those who didn't, they did not play.
Mm-hmm.
They all had IDs, and they all was of age, and they came in, and they put up about 100 and something points in 2 days. And come on, that's real deal.
If y'all think we lying, call them up, tell them to play that y'all want to play them.
And we personally check everything.
Everything.
So I don't want to hear that this ringing crap and all that stuff. That's a legit team, And the last 10 was a very good game. It was a very good game.
It was a 2-hour delay.
Of the rain and thunder. And them guys wasn't going nowhere.
They were sitting in that press box, man. They was holding those options up there.
Let's get it on, coach. The referee tried to leave. Get them back. Let's get it on. And the rain was still drizzling. But we just had the thunder, the lightning, and
once that lightning gave up.
Yeah, once that gave up, they said, "Yo, we playing this game, man."
Shout out to them refs, man, because Justin gave them a call and they turned right back around.
Yeah, so that game went on, and this was, I'm not going front. I'm a New York City team, and I told Coach Malik, yo. Dude, you gotta do something, man. Everybody going, man. BU going. Queens Avengers are going. You the last one, bro. Come on, man. You gotta stand up for the city. And they did it, and I was like, when you commentating in on the mic, you gotta be neutral, and I wasn't neutral because that Flower City parents, they would bother me all weekend about talking about you gotta say 0, you don't say the whole score, you don't say the score all the time, and they was riding me and stuff, and I was like, and it was like Legacy came out and did his thing in the first, and the touchdown, and I wasn't supposed to say it on the mic, and those who heard me, I said, Brooklyn run the ball too. And they came out like gangbusters. He was looking at me like, you're right. Nah, we run the ball too. I'm not even a part of the team. I was like, New York City got to stand up.
Right.
And the chief, the coach was telling me, Milk, we didn't have this. Like, I don't care. Y'all dudes is on the map. Them dudes know you.
Hands down.
They can't say. Flower City can't say, they know you. That game could have been Brooklyn Chiefs if it wasn't for the turnover and Legacy all over the place. You know what I'm saying? Because that game came down. Legacy got 2 touchdowns from and them guys was gone. Mm-hmm. And he caught them. He caught up to them. I don't know. He came out from nowhere and caught them. And once those backs got out the box, they was gone. Ain't nobody was touching them.
Yep, that's for sure.
all weekend. Them 2 backs And I'm sorry I didn't get their names. Please call Uncle Milk up or put it on those backs. Those 2 backs that Malik, Coach Malik got at that 10U Chief. Those backs are good. When you get them out, they come. The blocking is so good inside that when they come out the middle of the field, ain't nobody catching them.
Yeah,
and here come Legacy was like, one time he had to jump on one of them. He actually jumped on one of them and got him, and the other one he got. And then he had the interception that was really, they was driving, and you can't turn the ball over to that Flower City team in good field position. You cannot turn the ball over, and that was the really downfall of Brooklyn. But if that didn't happen, man, shoot, we'd still be playing that game.
Right.
Shout out for the coaches of Brooklyn Chiefs. They came upstate Syracuse, and they refused to give up. They refused to surrender. But at the end of the day, kids is playing the game, and that's what the coaches coach kids play. And that's what so keep working, man. So the Chiefs are the king of Brooklyn. They're going to tear up Big Apple. I think they're going to come out Big Apple 10U. 10U is going to come out.
Definitely.
They're going to come out Super Bowl champions.
I second that one.
They're going to come out. They're going to come out. Yeah, I don't see nothing yet. We don't see the other people.
Right.
We don't see them other people. Let's see them. Because I'm not going to scrimmages. I'm not talking about no jamborees. I'm not talking about no practice. I want to see your guys in games. So I got to wait till the season to see your guys and then talk about it, and that's the way it is. That's the way it is. We got the Empire State coming up next week.
We got the combine this weekend.
Yeah,
over at St. John's the Baptist.
Yeah. And that's it, man. That's what it is. So Ralph Draper is going to tell us about the rankings, and I'm gonna tell you about a little things that we doing for the states, how we picking the teams. So we're gonna do that, and we're gonna get off the air, man, with this. All
right. So we got 9U. Got grade 8 elite at 9U number 1. Salt City Renegades number 2. Queens Avengers number 3. Buffalo Kids number 4. BU number 5, Long Island Renegades 6, Show 7, Chiefs 8, Saints 9, and Long Island Villains 10 at the 9U level. And that's the top 10 at the 9U level.
And Ralph got this on his Facebook page.
Everything's on the Facebook page.
D1 Nation Facebook page. And, that's where's it at. Those want to see it.
And then we got 10U. We got Flower City Panthers number 1, Brooklyn Chiefs number 2, RMG Elite number 3, Grade 8 Elite number 4, BU number 5, Buffalo Kids number 6, The Show number 7, Hempstead number 8, Gold Wave number 9, and Bronx Wolfpack at 10. And then we got 11. 11, we got number 1, Poughkeepsie Pioneers. Number 2, Buffalo Kids. 3, Long Island Renegades. 4, Brooklyn Chiefs. 5, Salt City Renegades. 6, PST Lions. 7, BU. 8, Mount Vernon. 9, Saints. And 10, the New York Punishers. Anybody got information on PST? Let me know, man. I'm trying to find out what's going on with them this year.
If they're going to do something.
Yeah, I'm just trying to see if they even got these age groups that they had last year. Because I know there was a lot of players that went over there.
We know we ain't going to hear no, I try to get the Big Apple list, but nobody going to know until
the season starts.
Till the season starts, what they got and what they don't got. So, that's what it is.
And that's cool. Those are only 3 rankings that's been updated since those are the only 3 age groups we had at the inaugural King of New York this year.
And everything is the same. Everything is the same.
All the other ones is the same. Next one, we'll update it next week after the Empire State for the New York teams that pull up. If we got different teams that aren't on the list that pull up, they have a successful weekend. Hey, look, they're now they on the list. Yeah, but you got to look at it. They're picking up more games in the state than teams that are ranked that's not playing any games. So you got to recognize the teams that's actually out there doing something.
The deal is this, man, and we doing a state championship sometime in November, end of November, right? And it's going to be a state tournament that, you know, this is how we're going to do it. Because we got a lot of flack about teams, oh, we got this teams in this bracket and that teams in this bracket and all that. But this is how we doing it. And we this ain't something that we made up last night. We talked about it, me, Ralph, and then we talked about it. And it's depending on where you at in the rankings. We will be inviting 10 teams per age group from 8 to 14. 14 is still not etched yet.
We're going to play that one by ear depending on how the season goes.
From 8 to 13. 8 teams per bracket, per division. We're going to invite 10 teams, but it's going to be 8 picked and there's going to be 2 alternate. We're going to give a physical invite to the president of the organization or the coach of the organization per age group. We're going to invite you personally. The invite has a time limit on it. We're not waiting. If you're going to be in it, yes. If you're not, if you don't say nothing, you're going to use the 2 alternates. The brackets is not going to come out until we got everybody answer on what we got, and then we're going to come out with that. We're not we secretly we're going to choose more than 10. Mm-hmm. So you know we're going to fill it up. We're not waiting. Those who on the fence, we're not waiting. If you got out of state plans or going to national, regional, go ahead, do what you got to do.
Have a nice day.
Have a nice day. There's no need to talk about it. There's no need to say this is whack. What they doing is whack. Shut up. You're going out of state. Good luck. Okay? Go to your nationals. Good luck. But it's 90% of the football team here. We're going to have a party at the state. And don't hate on it. Don't hate on it. Okay? So do your thing. Because I believe that we can still, New York is New York.
Definitely.
New York is the center of the world to me. I don't care about none of that stuff. Milt, you need to go. I don't care none of that. It doesn't benefit me. I'm not traveling 1,000 miles to see, no, I ain't doing that. I don't know no other team.
Right.
I'm New York for New York, and that's how I'm kicking it. And it's going to be a time limit to accept it, and that's it. We putting it out to certain teams who got feels, and we want to bring them in to this revenue thing, not no money grab, but this revenue thing that we are generating from the state. We want to spread the love to organizations that got feels, that's theirs. You know what I'm saying? So call us up, call Ralph up. He's the main promoter on that. You could call me up, and reach out to us, and we'll work out the particulars. We also are going to be doing other things that's going to be sharing with teams as far as financially, those who's in it. We're not saying what it is right now because we're working it out with sponsors and things like that. But, people that knows me, I do share the wealth. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna add those teams that join them. We're not saying, oh, you got to, you're going to get. No, we're saying that for the teams that are successful in the tournament, is going to be benefiting for the organization, because we want you to understand we want to give back. It's not all about, or we putting in line in our pockets. The thing is to give back to you.
Exactly.
So you can survive into the next year. Organizations need money too. So we fundraise and whatever, and we do things collectively, and we're going to share off a piece of what we get and everything to some organizations that are with us, that's in the tournament. So just like I said, I'm gonna say it again. We picked 10 teams. 8 is gonna play, 2 is gonna be the alternate, and you're gonna have a time limit to invite, to accept our invite. If you don't give us a physical no, by you not saying nothing means no.
Right.
We don't want to hear you say anything else. Because they're going to say, nah, they didn't tell us. Oh, we got to kiss the ring. We got to kiss. No, you don't. No, you don't. You ain't got to talk to us. It's a link online. You sign up, and that's it. We also doing something so we know the teams that's committed will commit and stay committed to once they commit, they stay committed. So we are doing something to let your commitment be known to us. You know what I'm saying? And we're gonna share that at a later date and things like that. So it ain't no jumping in and jumping out. It's a commitment. One other thing, off the top of my head, is the I just had it. We went over the something we're gonna do this later, as far as the criteria, the rules, and things like that, and making sure everybody understands the rules. What are we trying to do? The referees and what we going off for, and we doing stuff and things like that. But it's going to depend on the rankings. We also are looking at the teams too that have successful years, and we're going to put them in too. So it's a saying, oh, I gotta join this stuff to get. No, you gotta play to get ranked. We also watching other teams. We watching other league play too. You play anybody that's on the rankings and you lose to them, you drop your ranking. That's the way it is.
That's how ranking works.
You don't have to play in a tournament. You know what I'm saying? But we are open for everyone. Every person that has a good youth football team in all the leagues in New York City, state, and county, we want them to invite you to play in one of the biggest youth sports championship game of the year in New York City for New York City. That's it. And when I say that, I'm going to sign out over here. Thanks, Ralph. Ralph, you be here next week, right?
Definitely.
Ralph be here next week. Ralph is going to come and talk about the brackets in the Empire State. Thanks, Joe. Thanks for Ralph family showing up. We want to shout out to all the coaches that came on the Zoom. We don't know what happened to Coach Rome, but we see him down the road. We want to thank people that you don't even see that support us. People that's in those rooms that's telling us about what them haters is talking about. Thank them.
All right, thank you.
Remember we got a state Facebook page, and the haters can join it too. They come into our room. The
NY State Sports Group.
Yeah, come in there and talk about it too. In there, I ain't gonna answer you, but come in there and talk about it too. You ain't gotta be in them secret society rooms and talk about us. You can come and talk about us because we want to get better. You can call our phone up and say what we did wrong, and we would debate on you what we did.
Right.
We if you're right, you're right. If you come up with some kind of constructive criticism, but if you coming out with something that doesn't make sense, it sounds like a complaint.
Right.
It sounds like you ducking us. You sound like you ducking teams. We're gonna call you out. We're gonna call you out. With that said, see you next week. I'm gonna be with the Combines this week.
Combines this week at St. John's. St. John's the Baptist. Shout out to Coach Matt Coach Poop over there. Really gonna help us out. Put that together.
Yeah.
Over there, showing the kids St. John's the Baptist facility over there. So that's gonna be a nice one.
Yeah. All right. So with that said, man, nice show, man. Thank you for the people that viewed us. Thank you for the people that gave us a comment. Remember, man, it won't be nothing without your support. We got this way, man. Hit us up at the Cash App, whatever you give. I'm going to keep saying it till you keep doing it. Hit us up at the Cash App. It's right there on the screen. Go to Amazon, buy our shirts. And remember, get everybody that's listening to my voice, take out your phones. Go to NYC Youth Sports Podcast Show on YouTube and hit that subscribe button. Everything helping. We up. We almost at 300. Get us over to 300. Get us over. We need what, Joe? We need 8 or 9 to get 300.
Five.
Give us 5. Give us 5 tonight. Go there and hit that subscribe button. Tell the people in your house to take out your phones and support the show. I want 300 before I go home. Before I go home, I want to check the number. I want to see 300 subscribers. And with that said, good night. See you next week. Thank you.